Hello Virgo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general tarot reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Four of Swords. I wonder if we are kind of stepping away from some sort of a conflict in our life. If there's been a relationship that's been a little bit strained, right? Or somebody that's trying to drag us into an argument or drag us into kind of picking sides about something. I feel like now's the time for you to avoid that. All right? Don't get pulled into picking a side or even having an opinion on something right now. I feel like you don't want to land in either camp, right? Let's put this into some context. I feel like it's a time now for you to kind of stay neutral, right? Yeah, we've got a Two of Swords. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. I think we know the dangers of getting involved in whatever this conflict is. Maybe you've got two friends that are fighting. God, that's a lot of swords cards. A couple of friends that are fighting or something, or family members, or it's something at work. Stay out of it. Right? Now we got some water energy coming in. More water energy, and more water energy. So we do have these three court cards, and this really could be, well, it could be a family thing, right? Because we have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, and, well, we've got a Prince of Cups. So we kind of have like a family unit here, right? In a kind of more traditional way, but it's the implication that there is some sort of a relationship, a personal relationship with the other people involved in this situation. The other thing that we see is that it's all water and air, right? Heart and mind, thinking and feeling. And if you're a fan of this channel, if you watch my readings, you know what I say about fire and earth. Going from heaven to earth, from above to below, from will to action, from impulse to behavior, from inspiration to manifestation. It gets blocked. That circuit of creation gets blocked by our heart and our mind, our thinking and our feeling. The cups and the swords, and that's all we've got right now. So I kind of feel as if you're on a path. You've got goals. You've got this fire that you want to manifest. Don't get stuck in this thinking, feeling stuff and then not get your manifestation, not bring this to reality, not materialize your will. Okay? So I think that's why we see a lot of this air, because the air energy, these cards are kind of a warning that says don't start like getting pulled in, don't get dragged into this mess. Because then it's going to cause a chain reaction where you're going to start questioning things and doubting things, and you're not going to end up going from fire to earth. See, I think we have fire over here, we've got earth over here. And we want to go straight across, right, to our goal. We want to cross that great river and get to manifestation here. We've got to go through all this stuff first. This is what's going on inside of you, right? And this can either be a conductor of the electricity, or it could be an impedance to the electricity, to that creative fire going to manifestation. I hope that makes sense. I don't know a better analogy. I'm still waiting for a good electrician to kind of tell me if I'm using the right words to talk about this. But that's the analogy anyway. Let's select the mystery card. Yeah. And this, I think, this is going to give us the final say in things, I hope anyway. It'll give us the confirmation. And we'll see. We're going to put that right here. We're going to put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. Happy little Bob. And You know, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together as an exercise of intuition. All right? Okay, so we're going to look around again. We don't have any major arcana. Honestly, the last reading that I did for Virgo, we had, I think it was, I don't know if it was all major arcana or it was like 99% major arcana cards. So it's not that we're in need of spirit or of connection or of ideas. I think you have a very deep connection with spirit, just based on that last reading that we did. If you didn't see it, go watch the last reading. You have that connection to spirit. Spirit's here. Spirit's in the room. Spirit is the table, right, upon which all of this other stuff rests. And I do think that we've got fire over here kind of out of frame, and we've got earth over here kind of out of frame, right? And that's telling me that you have goals. You know what you want. You know what path you're on. You know even how to do it. And I think that you are engaged in this process of manifesting your will, achieving your goals. And Spirit is saying, look, don't get dragged into whatever this situation is between these family members. They could be friends. These could be coworkers. There's something going on with these people that really is, you know, I don't know, maybe it's a breakup. Maybe there was a breakup somewhere. I don't know I don't think it was you, but I think, you know, let's say somebody else broke up and you kind of got to pick like who you're going to be friends with. You know, something like that. There's just this event. Something happened recently that is now, it's like somebody wants you to kind of join their team. Somebody is like, hey, Virgo, you agree with me, don't you? And it's best to just kind of keep your mouth shut. You know, you don't want to open up this can of worms, whatever it is. I feel like this Ten of Swords is actually a good thing for you, because it kind of, to me it says that we're thankful for something, because we're able to get out of something that's been holding us back. This is the card of the bird cage, right? And once we realize we're in a bird cage, we can't think of anything else but getting out of the bird cage. So I think for a lot of you, this is going to be a situation, and you know, maybe this is a breakup for you. Maybe this is a relationship it's kind of going through a rough time in your life. This might be a connection with somebody. Maybe it's a friendship. Maybe it's part of this family thing. Maybe you're the one that's cutting contact with someone. And maybe that's a good thing. Because maybe that's going to allow you to harmonize your heart and mind, all this water and air, so that we can get back to our goals. Now, I don't know if this was a temporary thing. Maybe was this like a recent relationship or something, or a recent, I don't know, I just feel like suddenly there was some drama in your life, and you're just going to be so happy to be done with it. How do you be done with it? By not engaging. By maybe saying what you needed to say, or just sending a memo that says, I'm not participating in this anymore. And then turn your phone off. Don't look at the email. Don't answer the letters or whatever. I don't know if people still write letters. Just don't engage, right? Because I feel like it's something that someone wants to draw you into a choice. They want you to pick a side. They want you to have an opinion, and then that's really going to put you at odds with everyone else that doesn't have that opinion, right? And I don't think you really care. I don't think you really want to get involved in something like that. Now, I don't know if are you the one that published the poetry book, or you write poetry? This came through the other day. I don't remember what sign it was for, but Spirit's telling me, ask about the poetry. I don't know if it's something that you currently write or you don't. haven't been lately, or maybe, I don't know if that's part of your aspirations, part of your goals, is the poetry thing. Find out if that's it. Maybe this is an idea of the Ace of Cups that we see. Is this your thing? Right? What is the Holy Grail? What really makes your heart like just sing? You know? Because the air energy is temporary. The air energy is just clustered all over here. It's not spread out. It's not interwoven between the rest of your life. It's just like a little side note. Hey, don't get involved in this junk over here, because you've got other things to do, other things to feel, right? I think the Nine of Swords is down beneath the surface because you know that this is going to be bad news. You know that if you stay in this situation, or if you pick a side, or if you engage, or if you stay in the relationship, or if you you got to send a text back, you know, and it's hard sometimes, especially if somebody's saying some nasty stuff to us. It's hard not to want to give it right back. And I think you're more than capable of it. Doesn't mean you need to. Okay? You don't have to prove anything to anyone. So let's try not to, because I think it's just going to make things a little bit more difficult for you if you do. It's better to just be done with this and look at it like a blessing, like this is finally gone and now I can focus on what I really want. That Ace of Cups, your Holy Grail. Right? Making your heart and mind the perfect conductor of that spiritual electricity, fire to earth, right? And focus on your goals and not worry about the nonsense, you know? But the Nine of Swords, yeah, it's kind of, maybe some people are saying some nasty stuff about you. Maybe this is a family thing and it's hurtful. Maybe it's a work thing. Maybe there's gossip. Maybe there's gaslighting, whatever it is. You will benefit from doing absolutely nothing. Okay? Absolutely nothing. And there is a personal component here. We've got the Queen of Cups up here at the top. And to me, this is the idea that there is a personal relationship here. So you do feel it. You feel sad that this has to be this way. Part of you wants to kind of lash back out or respond, or, you know, send a text back. And that's because you feel a certain way that this has to go down like this. You know, you're a very deep person and you feel things very deeply. And it's hard not to be kind of hurt by the situation and then want to respond, you know, based on those kind of hurt feelings. Okay. Now, I don't think you really necessarily like to talk about your feelings being hurt. So we don't want to, I'm not going to harp on that portion of things. I feel as if the best way for you to deal with these feelings is to not have contact, to not engage. Okay? And really because of the Nine of Swords, because you know that it's only going to escalate and get worse, and it's going to just be more of a conflict, right? So think of this as a blessing. It's the trash taking itself out. You know, something is leaving your life that is really just impeding the flow of that electricity from fire to earth, that creative fire. Yeah, that creative circuit. And we're getting back to it now. We've got this ace. Let's focus on the good stuff. And I think this is a blessing. You know, that this situation is done, that, I don't know if you see things for what they are, something was revealed to you, someone showed you their true colors, whatever it is, you can be done, you can move on from that. There's enough closure there in just you saying to yourself, I'm done with this. That's closure, right? And I think you've got to do that. You're bringing that closure to yourself in that situation. We don't need to have an all-out, like, you know, war with the other person or the other family or family members. It's best to just not say anything. Yeah, but just to be done. Be silence, right? Silence is a lot more meaningful in a case like this. Because I think people expect you to throw it back, Just, they're dishing it out to you and you're giving it right back. But being silent speaks, volumes in this kind of a situation, because people don't expect you to just be quiet, You're focused on what really matters to you. Your goals, your will, your manifestation, your holy grail. And I don't know what this is. It's an ace. This could literally be anything, but you know what it is. You know what you're focused on. You know what it is that you're trying to manifest in your life. Okay, you've got plans. You've got goals. Do you have an issue with cotton balls? What's the deal with cotton balls? I almost, I'm seeing somebody go like this with the cotton balls. Is that is that a pet peeve or something? I don't know what is the issue with cotton balls. I don't know. Sometimes these images and sounds and stuff come in, and I don't know exactly how they relate or what they're kind of meant to say. So I'm just kind of assuming that's a literal thing that resonates. If it's for you, you know what it means. If it's not for you, don't worry about it. Just leave it for the next person. I like that we have the Holy Grail, and to me, this is the most meaningful thing that you are pursuing in your life. This is what you really want in life. Yeah. And the discovery of this, the doing of this, the manifesting of this, the process is the source of all happiness for you. We got a 10 of Cups. We go from an ace to a 10. This is everything. This is the beginning and the end of meaning and value and the depth of your life. And this is what we want. You want your Holy Grail, and you want to manifest it. You want to bring that to every aspect of your life, and even in the relationships, maybe not with that particular person, but finding this Holy Grail, expressing yourself, finding your kind of, true love. I don't mean romantically, although if that's part of it, then sure. But finding that thing that really opens your heart. And it's really like that one thing that you want to do every day. But it's water energy. It's not earth energy. So I don't mean that it's like you pick one kind of career or one activity and that's it. It's not really what you're doing, but how you're doing it. And you're doing it with this kind of open heart, with this really divine connection, this sense of purpose and meaning and value. Yeah. So this is really good. This is kind of like this is a purging. We had that last reading. We had all major arcana cards. Now Spirit is saying, hey, there is this conflict relationship thing that's going on. Get that done and over with, because your life is just going to continue to get better and better and better. And this is the kind of stuff that we need to free ourselves from. But obviously it is your choice. If you want to engage, if you want to keep this thing going, if you want to try to work it out or hash it out or just, give them a piece of your mind, that's up to you. Of course, the tarot's not going to tell you what to do. I'm certainly not going to tell you what to do. But this is the energy we have. Yeah. Now let's move to the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate that. It's because of you, literally, that we're almost at 200,000 subscribers. I never for a second imagined that we would get here. But it really is because of you, and I appreciate you. All of you. Yeah. Do you put a lot of sugar in your coffee? I'm getting a coffee cup and just like one of those from a restaurant, the sugar bottle things, and just sugar in your coffee. Like you take it really sweet, right? Interesting because of all this water here. And this water to me feels very sweet, right? It feels like your life is getting better and better. Especially when now we kind of know what these details are of our life. We know what we do want. We're getting rid of what we don't want, these distractions. This was clouding your vision. This was clouding your heart, the perception of your heart. This was impeding the fire to earth connection. So we gotta kind of blow this wind away. I wonder if this is going to be an Ace of Swords, our Bob Ross card here. Love Bob Ross. Happy little Bob. The 10 of Cups, this is the fullness of life. This is all of these cups. These are all the different aspects of your life, right? Your personal relationships, your creative stuff, your internal world, your physical body, your intellectual life, your emotional life, your kind of like higher emotions, you know, your sense of universal love, your spiritual experiences. All of these cups are filled, and they are filled up by the ace, right? The ace is infinite, right? So we look at these 10 cups, and these 10 cups, they're overflowing. And it really is not even water anymore. It's like spiritual light. Yeah. Every facet of your life is going to be enriched by what you're manifesting, by what you're working on. And having this clarity of mind, which I kind of hope we have an Ace of Swords there. Clarity of mind, purity of heart, and then the heart mind is the perfect conductor of that spiritual electricity, right? We have to harmonize our internals so that we can manifest that fire. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're focused on. It wasn't always that way. We have this 8 of Cups here in the position of the environment, right? And I feel like this was like an uneasiness that you've been feeling, right? It's kind of like this situation here, this is what it was doing to your heart. And this, to me, it really feels like, well, Spirit's showing me the check engine light in a car. Is your check engine light on? I think that this card here is kind of like your check engine light. And it's just that uneasiness. It's just like it clouds our perception of our own heart. You know, all these swords over here. It kind of breaks our heart a little bit. We feel kind of a sinking feeling, a sinking sadness because of this situation. And yeah, I think you feel things deeply. I think your feelings got hurt. I think it's sad to see a relationship go this way, whether it's a family thing, friendship thing. It's not something that you want to experience. It's not something you want to have happen. You know, especially because it feels like family, even it may be coworkers, friends, but it's like, you know, there's a personal connection with this person or with this group of people, whatever it is for you. But it's kind of a sickening feeling, right? It kind of makes you feel a little bit queasy in the stomach, right? And I wonder if you've been dealing with some stomach issues lately, kind of because of this situation. You know, stress and anxiety can give us a little bit of the tummy trouble, you know? Because this really does, this feels like a little bit of nausea, you know. It feels like, it feels like a sinking feeling, yeah. And it's in the environment, so it has to do with the external world. I think we're fixing that. I think that our Ace of Cups is going to fill these back up, right? And what we have next, of course, is more water energy. Now, these cards collectively indicate that we might be dealing with a group. You know, the family, the friends, maybe the close, I don't know, close-knit coworkers or something maybe. But individually, these cards represent something else. These cards represent facets of you or activities of yours individually, but again, collectively represents this idea that we're dealing with a larger group. So we had the Queen of Cups, and this is your sensitivity. This is the depth of your emotions. You're not a shallow person. You're someone that you might veil your feelings to others because, again, you can lash out, right? You've got a bit of a temper, I think. You've maybe been known to give people a piece of your mind, you know. But you're a very deep person, and you have very complex emotions. Yeah. And when we get this card, the Prince of Cups, in the position of the fears, worries, concerns, the obstacles, first of all, I think maybe people might find you a little bit hard to read sometimes. People aren't sure if you're mad or if you're like heartbroken, you know. And maybe even in your life, people have asked you if you even care about something, right? Because I feel like you've learned how to, well, kind of shield your emotions. Yeah. And I think the fear, the worry, or the concern in this situation is that your choice to break away from this group or from this person, is it the right thing to do? Is it you running from something or hiding from something? Is it just easier for you to get rid of that person or those people? Or is this really what is the right thing to do for you? This is that kind of decision. This is where the Two of Swords comes into it. And the Two of Swords does say, it's built right into the card with the lunar connection. There's a little moon at the top of the card. That we have to trust in our intuition. It's not something we're just going to be able to weigh pros and cons. You know, the mind can go around and around and around. You got to feel it. You got to intuit it. It has to be a gut thing. Connect with spirit. You had all those major arcana cards, right? You have a strong connection with spirit. You really do. And that's what we're using. That's what we're relying upon. That's what we are activating in order to make the decision and to understand and to feel if it's right for you to walk away from this situation. Okay? I feel like you're someone that needs the last word a lot. Maybe not now. Maybe in this case, no. Maybe you're going to get a bunch of text messages. Ignore them, block them, turn your phone off. But the last step of this is you feeling within yourself truly, authentically, that you're doing the right thing. Yeah. Because once you get that kind of certainty, then we're into this Knight of Cups energy. And the Knight of Cups is the giving and receiving of love and affection. This is you manifesting your will with this water energy, with the Ace and with the 10, the Holy Grail. You're giving and you're receiving this gift that you have. This is like you've found the Ace of Cups. You've found the Holy Grail and you're bringing it home. You're bringing it out to the world. It's filling up everything around you. You're filling your life with love, with affection, with creativity, with compassion, with empathy, with spirit. But just because we have compassion and empathy doesn't mean that we have to accept or tolerate this kind of air energy. You're not judging them, you have compassion for them, but you also don't need them around you, right? And those can both be true. So this is really the end that we're looking for. And this is the harmony internally that's allowing, again, yes, that heart energy, that water energy, to be the perfect conductor of that spiritual electricity. This is the heart conducting the fire energy. This is the Knight of Cups. It's fire of water. It's fire going through the water. Yeah. So this is the card that is the conductor. It's bringing the fire to earth. Yeah. Through the heart. Yeah. Very nice. Let's look at the mystery card. I said I wanted this to be an Ace of Swords. I don't know if it's going to be the Ace of Swords, though. There's so many possibilities, right? What are the chances it'll be that? If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. I think we're just going to take a look and see. Well, 3 of Cups. That's pretty nice. But this now I start to wonder. I wonder if this person that we're walking away from is not necessarily one of these, let's say, 3 people. Because if we have 3, we got a 3 of Cups. I feel like the group is really celebrating together. The group or the family is coming back together in love, right? So I wonder if this air element was somebody else, an outsider. Maybe it was a relationship or something that like started to affect your family relationships. Maybe this was somebody else in the department at work that kind of came in and upset the balance of what you've got going on. Because I see with the 3 of Cups that things are being restored. That these deep, intimate bonds, family, friends, coworkers, whatever, is strengthening, returning. There's a reason to celebrate now. And maybe it's because, you know, that the wolf is gone, right? Maybe. Maybe there was a bad apple, so to speak. And maybe now that bad apple is gone and this family thing, this, you know, friend group is strengthening, is coming back together, celebrating, right? Interesting. Life gets better and better and better for you. These readings are getting better and better and better for you, Virgo. And this is really nice. We are going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click on the link up here. There's also a link in the video description so you can become a member to the channel. Okay. New readings for Virgo every Tuesday and Saturday, but I'm here every day. Come back, see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Yeah. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.